Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in the Studio. I'm Amy Nicole and I'm coming to you from gray and gloomy and moist. Sorry to start off the video with the word moist. South Texas. I was thinking a lot about my recent subscriber newsletter that I sent out. If you are a subscriber, then you probably saw me pop up in your inbox last week. And I'm starting a whole series on my newsletter about designing my dream sewing studio. We are rehabbing a 1930s farmhouse, my husband and I. If you want to follow along with everything that goes with that, you can follow the hashtag HNS Farmhouse on Instagram, and I will link that below. But I essentially get to build my dream studio from the ground up. So there is a room in our new house that is beautiful that is going to be my sewing room, and I am going to take all of my subscribers along on that journey. So every month I'm going to be posting updates about what's going on in the new sewing space, my plans for the new sewing space. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to check it out. But I was thinking about that I've never really done a tour of my current sewing space. I'm sure you've seen bits and pieces of it if you've been watching my videos for a while or if you follow me on Instagram. But I thought that this would be a great time to actually give y'all a tour of the space I'm working in now. So then you can kind of see how it's going to grow and change, and follow me along as I move into the new space, things I'm going to do differently, etc. So without further ado, right now the camera is on a tripod in the center of my room. So I think I'm going to be going back and forth behind the camera. I think the first thing I want to do is give you guys a full 360 view, and then we'll stop at the different sort of areas of the room and I will talk about them. So let's get started. Okay, so let's do our 360. I'll zoom out. This is where you normally see me sitting when I do my videos. There's the door. Here we have a armoire kind of space, a desk, my sewing desk, big window, more stuff, and here we go, back to the start. So I will start with this area of the room. And first off, I want to say that I did not do a ton of tidying up, as you could probably tell before I started this. I just wanted to give you guys a full-on, behind-the-scenes, honest look at what my studio generally looks like at any given point. I am one of those put things up when you're not working on them kind of people, but I am also kind of outgrowing this space, so there are things that are piling that just don't have a place right now. So that is what we're working with. So in this area here, this is where I usually film my videos. This room sort of came with this weird inset section and these hooks. So I use them to hang everything I'm currently working on. I have my personal projects in all these little project bags. I did a tutorial for these on my blog quite a while back. I'll be sure to link it in the video. And then also client work. As you can see, I have quite a big project to work on this week. Things I've finished that need to be photographed. I don't like to wear things before I photograph them for the blog because I'm a messy person. So things that are done that needs to be photographed. And then I don't know how far down you can see. Back here I have a few supplies, painting, drawing, markers, stuff like that. And then this box is a ongoing box of work from one of my freelance clients. She gets her own little nook in my space. And then full-length mirror, essential for any sewing room, so you know what to do. I'd like a bigger one in the new space, but that's what I'm working with for now. So this is my current project working nook. So let's rotate around to the next area. Let's see, let's go this way. Okay, so this over here, can you guys see that? Let's do it like this. Okay, so this area here is my ironing / working table. I will also have a few things out that I'm working on or should be working on, little things that need repairs, stuff like that. And then my ironing board is here, and I just pop it up on the table. And it's rather small, but it's what I am working with. I could get a full-size iron to pop up in the middle of the room. I just haven't for some reason. I've been working on this since I was in college, and I've recovered it a couple times, and that's just what I use. So I don't know, I guess I've gotten used to it. I'm sure if I had a full-size iron, I wouldn't really know what to do with myself. So this little space, I do some pinning, pressing. I have a few marking tools and stuff like that. Under this table is the dreaded scrap bin. Hey, don't do that. You guys saw me organize this in my stories. It's probably still in the highlights for the year of slow sewing highlight. So they're all in bags right now, and I'm kind of working this year on working through some of this. So I have one bag out here. This is the one I'm currently working on. It's they're all categorized by colors. So anyway, I won't go into that, but that's this was my scrap bin, and it's just like overflown into a pile of scary stuff under that table, so I don't go under there very much. Let me rotate a little bit. And this is my storage / inspiration area. We have a little dog bed here. So this is my library. All of my books, notes from school, old notebooks from school, a few of my just fun reading fiction books. Sorry, the dogs are playing like crazy in the background. Old sketchbooks, a little bit of random decorations, and then this is my inspiration board. I clip things out of magazines that I love, and save them up here, and also the blueprint to our new house. I am not sure if I'm going to keep this inspiration board in the new studio. I like to pull all of these inspiration photos, but I don't reference them that much, and I feel like this giant bulletin board can be better suited for another more productive task. So I think I might use it more for actual planning and organization in the new studio. And everything on here I'll still keep. I have this notebook is all just completely pasted ideas and inspiration, so I'll probably just move a lot of it into here. And then, I mean, we have Pinterest now, so I don't know. I'll probably still have, like, for each project, like little inspiration pictures, but it won't be so general because I don't really reference this a ton. So that is going to be changing. Over here is a good amount of my fabric stash. In all of these little bins. There's some in rolls, there's more rolls here. Some of this stuff is for clients, so it's not all mine, but it's mostly mine. On a little gallery wall, just more inspiration, extra fabric that doesn't fit under here. And then over here is my blind stitch machine. And this table is actually also a sewing machine. It's my mom's old Singer that I don't use because the gears that turn the needle have like worn out. So I probably won't be keeping that, especially since my goal is to get an industrial sewing machine. I was kind of keeping it around because it's a heavy duty metal machine for like jeans and stuff like that, but then it stopped working. So right now it's just the table that I put my blind stitch machine on, and it might keep being that in the new house. We'll see. So let's rotate some more. Okay, and this corner is my favorite corner. This is where all the magic happens. So let me move. Of course, have dress form. She kind of rotates everywhere with me. And then this is my workspace. So I have my sewing machine. Always keep these covered. My serger, those are both readily available out at all times. I like to sew in front of a window and just kind of like see what's going on in the neighborhood. And then I have some self-drafted patterns up here, some other not self-drafted patterns that I was working on, and then my pegboard with all of my tools that I need at any moment's notice. So my thread, my bobbins, my scissors, random ribbons. Some of this will get a new home in the new studio because it's not stuff that I actually need a ton that often. I also have my bin over here with my scraps. This is like little scraps like threads and serger stuff and stuff that's not really big enough to keep that I toss, and then that gets recycled, hopefully. Let me move this way just a tad. I have a couple of bins under here. This used to be my current project bin. Now it's like random things that need to be worked on that I don't want to work on, like alterations and stuff. So I actually think I'm going to get rid of this dress. So that's that. And then this is more tools, extra buttons, zippers, elastic, all that kind of stuff is in this cute little basket. And let's take a moment before we rotate and go up top. So this system is something that I started, I got when I was living in New York, because in New York you don't have a lot of around space, so you have to kind of go up. So it's kind of nice. I have bins up here, all my patterns, overflow patterns, packaging and gift wrap kind of stuff, some extra office stuff. When I was into making cards and that kind of like scrapbooky type stuff, I can probably KonMari the heck out of that. Over here I have some other more bins with tools in them, more things that I'm planning on altering or refashioning, mostly just tools and extra, my interfacings, battings, extra thread, that kind of stuff. So those, that's that. Now we can rotate here to the office section. So this is my office. It doubles as a blog sewing office and also our home office for our other business, our restaurant. So nothing crazy here. My computer, obviously, speakers, some fun stuff, and then to-do list, calendar, my work in progress chart, which I don't use as much as I should, especially now that I'm kind of like doing things a little more willy-nilly. You know, just office-y stuff, office supplies, my printer. Over here, oh, you can see that. This is a file cabinet, obviously. Paper shredder, you know, office stuff. So in the new house, our home office is actually going to move into the laundry room. It's going to kind of double as, our laundry room is huge, so it's going to be laundry, home office, storage. So I won't have an actual office space in my new studio, but my laptop is portable, and I'll have obviously a table in there, so I can still work on that kind of stuff in there if I choose to. But everything obviously won't be in the new studio, which is pretty awesome. And then last corner over here is more storage. This is pattern paper, craft paper. This wardrobe has been with me since college. It kind of doubles as, can you see in here? Sort of. Let's move this way. It kind of doubles as a coat closet slash finished garments that are for sale in my Etsy shop, some extra shoe storage, extras, my scarves and all that kind of stuff. Wow, this is really inspiring me to clean out some stuff because I have too much stuff. I keep some of my old slopers in here. These are mostly from school. I don't really use them. I could probably stand to go through them some. And then above, oh, something I always keep handy is a Swiffer, because when you cut on the floor, you have to always be ready to have a clean floor. So let's move up just a tad to show you. Up here there was, let me see if I can open it. Not really. So there was this random shelf up here when we moved in, and well, first of all, above the closet I have my old large scale sketchbooks and stuff from school, and I don't know how much of that you can see, but just know that it's more fabric. Pretty much. There's a couple bins up there, our screen printing kit, and more fabric. So that is the dreaded extra fabric storage. And that brings us right back to where you're used to seeing me at, which is the work area, work in progress area. So that is my sewing studio. I hope you could hear me okay. I am really looking forward to the new space. My goals are that it will look a little less cluttered. So I'm hoping that in the new sewing studio I will have a little bit better organization systems that are not visible. Like right now all my bins are kind of overflowing and everything seems kind of like a jumbly mess. So I want to really streamline a lot of that, make everything a little bit more uniform. The new space, I get so excited and happy when I think about what it can look like. So I really do hope that you will subscribe to my newsletter and follow me along. This past month, this most recent newsletter, I just talked about my inspiration for the new space, some key things that I want to be sure to have, and it'll help not having my home office in my studio. That'll give me a little more working room, and a lot of that things related to that will go into that room, so they won't be taking up space here. I'll also have an actual coat closet, so My armoire over here won't be necessary. A lot of things will be able to, I think, breathe a little better. I also get much better light. This room gets some of the best light in this house. We don't get a ton of great light in this house, but our new house gets so much good light. It's so good. So thank you so much for joining me on my tour of my kind of organized chaos studio. I hope you enjoyed it. Is there anything that you loved about my current studio? Do you have any suggestions of things I could sort of store in a more efficient way? Please let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all next week. Bye bye!